Good morning, everyone. This is Karl F. Rose recording live from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Saturday, August 14th, 2021, and I hope everyone had a safe Friday the 13th. Mine wasn't too bad, but anyway, before I start, let me get into my music. Okay, now I need to go into my disclaimer. Okay, if you're 13 years old or younger, please leave this podcast now. These podcasts are not intended or targeted to children in any way, shape, or form. So, again, if you're 13 years or under, please leave now. Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Karl F. Rose recording live from Bedford, Pennsylvania on Saturday, August 14th, 2021, and this is really a hard podcast for me to do, but I felt I needed to get this out because with the events going on for the last 6 months, it's just been hard to watch. I mean, I see it in my neighborhood. I don't watch the news. I watch certain things, but to get enough information to know what's going on. The decline of the United States is here, and it's going at a high-speed clip. I mean, there are some hope. There's people that are hoping that number 45 will somehow come back, be revived, reinstated, or something. But I hope I don't ruin your day, but I don't see that happening. I do see, though, that he is working behind the scenes and he's revamping the Republican Party, which could help in 2022. That's good news. And 2022 is looking like a disaster for the Democrats. So, and all this gloom and doom, there is a little bit of a hope, but you know, a lot of this thing, a lot of the problem I have with everything, I want to state for the record that I am vaccinated. I've got the 2 Moderna shots, and I believe they're coming out with a third. So, in order to keep my doctor and keep my health insurance and all that, basically I'm required to it. And I want to say something to a lot of these people who, you know, are heavy on the anti-vax and really tough on people. Everything that's going on now, whether it's the social justice thing, whether it comes down to common sense. When it comes to these vaccines, and that what I'm doing is I'm making sure that I'm eating a lot better, which in a way it's a blessing in disguise. Making sure that I'm getting the right vitamins. I've added some supplements to my diet. Some worked, some didn't, but it's essential. I mean, regardless of it's important to have a healthy diet no matter what, whether the thing is out there or not. You know, it's vital. And I'm 63. I recently turned 63 in May, so it's especially critically important for me at my age. They consider me vulnerable, but I'm doing pretty good. I can handle myself. Trust me, I live in an area where being on your toes and being alert at all times is absolutely positively necessary. I don't want to go into all that. That's not the thing. And I kind of went off course here, but I needed to get that out because it is part of the thing. What I'm getting at is the biggest thing with me is not so much the vaccinations, the vaccines and stuff, because if you eat right, as I said, eat right and do that, you can offset side effects, because I did have some side effects, but I think the way my diet, I think, has helped. A lot of people I see on there, I don't think, I mean, I don't know since I'm not there. I'm only guessing. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a guy, a Christian, stating his views on how I see things. But it appears to me that the people that are really suffering, they've probably got underlying conditions like me, but they're probably not doing anything about it. And yeah, they're gonna suffer, regardless of whether or not they get the shot. And that's just the way it is. So, but back to all this. Back to the decline of America. What the biggest thing I see, and that bugs me the most. Now, I'm not a father, but the mandates that they're putting on parents and taking away the parents' right to their children. In what country was it here? But I think Scotland or something. But they are now allowing kids, when they get into, I'm not sure what age they first get into preschool or whatever, but really young. I'm talking like 5, 6 years old, something like that. They are being taught that when they start to go to school, they can pick what gender they want. That's absolutely, that's unacceptable to me. And the parents actually have no say-so. If they complain about it, they get their children's taken away. For me, it's all about the kids. I'm not a father, but I value the children. The children are, they are getting the brunt of all this. They don't know. They're confused. I'm confused. We're all confused. The government is confused. They don't know what they're doing. And then they're forcing these regulations. Let me put it another way. Before all this stuff, we had the flu. I never got the flu shot until last year, and all the side effect of that was just a sore arm. I think it did it pretty good, so I probably will get another flu shot this coming year. And I'm up for a pneumonia shot, and I can state I had the pneumonia shot, and they're good for like 5 to 7 years, something like that. But anyway, when all this stuff started, I didn't have anything. Knew a few people that got it, some neighbors, some friends. No, I didn't. I got, but the thing is, with my friends and my neighbors, when they were not feeling right, we made sure, to keep our distance, and we did all that, the mask and all that. That's the right thing to do. So what I'm getting at is, prior to all this, it's common sense. Like, I've had the flu before, and it was kind of minor. But the thing is, I was deathly ill. Now, do you think for 1 second, unless I was a person who didn't really care about anything, first of all, when you're that sick, the last thing in the world you want to do is go out. You don't want to eat, so you're not going to go to a restaurant. You don't want to go to the store. You don't want to do anything. You just want to get better. And if you need something, maybe a loved one or a friend or something, and it's, you have to have it, maybe they can go out, someone who's not sick as well can go out and get that stuff right. That's how we did that. And even prior to all this, me and my friends that I'm talking about, when one of us got sick, we would phone call, because we live about 10, 15 miles apart, and we would make a phone call. Hey, I'm sick, and you probably stay away. We were doing this before all this stuff. In fact, my ex-wife, that's one of the friends that I was talking about, just a couple weeks before the mask thing came in, she already had a supply of masks because her sister that she lives with her sister and her husband. Well, her sister was deathly ill, this was something, and my ex-wife was wearing a mask in the house, inside their apartment, because she didn't want to breathe in, and she did not get sick. So there you go. And one thing that me and my ex-wife did, even when we were married, no matter what, you go to a shopping thing, you grab the shopping cart, you know, when you get out of the grocery store or whatever store, we've always had hand sanitizer, washing our hands constantly. You go to the bathroom, you wash your hands. I've got a pet. If I touch something questionable, I wash my hands. I wash my hands about 20 or 30 times a day. So a lot of this is really, it's more or less just common sense and just doing things. We don't need what ticks me off. What's you know, and I'll close off on this. What's disturbing to me is that the government seems to want to treat us like 2-year-olds, tell us how to think, tell us what to say, tell us what not to say, tell us when to go out, what are they going to do next, tell us when to go to the bathroom. That's the thing that bothers me. Now, you know, the shots, yes, there's probably things in there that's not very good for you, but my friend was on a TikTok and was discussing this yesterday. Think about all the rotten stuff like in a McDonald's or a Taco Bell or something. There's a lot of junk in the fast food. That's why it's called fast food, because it's really, if you survive on that and live on that all the time, you're going to have health issues. So millions of people are ingesting bad stuff in their system, and even I'm talking about unvaccinated people. So but the thing is, what's more important to me is make it a choice. Don't, and these vaccine passports and that sort of thing, that bothers me too. You know, and now if you're unvaccinated, you can't fly on planes. It's gone too far. Is the bottom line? That's my point. And that's why I'm saying the end of the USA, because we've got all these rules, these censorship. You can't do this. It's this is not the America that I grew up in, and I personally would like to have my country back and at least have our freedom of choice and have all our Bill of Rights intact, and that's my point. So anyway, not sure what I'm going to talk about next week, but I'm sure something's going to come up. So anyway, well, we will talk to you later. Let me go into my music here.